Good morning, dear students. In last class, we have completed our chapter number 5. Now, in today's class, we have completed our book exercise. Now, this is your book exercise. The first question is, what are the advantages of using CNG and LPG as a fuel? CNG means compressed natural gas and LPG means liquid petroleum gas. What are the advantages of these fuels? The first advantage is they burn with a smokeless flame. They burn with a smokeless flame, so doesn't cause any pollution. Doesn't cause any pollution. This is first advantage. Second one is they leave no ash. Third advantage is they are easy to handle. So these are the following advantages of CNG and LPG as a fuel. Now second question is name the petroleum product used for surfacing of road. So the answer is bitumen. Bitumen. Bitumen is the petroleum product which used for surfacing of roads. Third question, describe how coal is formed from dead vegetation. What is this process called? Answer of this question is page number 57. See here, page number 57. This is page number 57. So your third answer is start from there about to carbonization. So this is answer number third. From there about to from carbonization. So this is answer number third. Now, question number 4. Question number 4 is fill in the blanks. Fossil fuels are coal, petroleum and natural gas. Fossil fuels are coal, petroleum and natural gas. Second, process of separation of different constituent from petroleum is called refining. So the answer is refining. Third, least polluting fuel for vehicle is CNG. So the answer is CNG. Now, fifth question is true and false. Fossil fuels can be made in the laboratory. No, fossil fuels cannot be made in the laboratory. So this is false statement. B. CNG is more polluting fuel than petrol. No, this is false. CNG produce less pollution. So this is false statement. Third, coke is almost pure form of carbon. Yes, this is true. Coke is the pure form of carbon. D. Coal tar is a mixture of various substances. True. It is a mixture of various substances. True. Kerosene is not a fossil fuel. False. Kerosene is also a fossil fuel. So this is true, false. Now next question is explain why fossil fuels are exhaustible natural resources. They are limited in nature and cannot be replenished easily once consumed. Means if you used and these are exhausted, now you cannot replenish, hence they are considered as a exhaustible resources. So the answer is they are limited in nature and cannot be replenished easily once consumed, hence they are considered as a exhaustible resources. Now question number 7, describe characteristic and uses of coke. So the answer is page number 58. Answer is at page number 58. This is characteristic of coke and uses of coke. It is a rough, tough, porous and black substance. It is an almost pure form of carbon. It is used in the manufacture of steel and in the extraction of many metals. So the answer of question number 7 is this. Okay, so write down this answer. Now question number 8, explain the process of formation of petroleum. So the answer of question 8 is page number 59. We open the page number 59. This is page number 59. So your answer is start from petroleum. Petroleum was formed from organisms living in the sea. As these organisms died, their bodies settled at the bottom of the sea and got covered with layer of sand and clay. Over millions of years, absence of air, high temperature and high pressure transformed the dead organism into petroleum and natural gas. So this is the answer of question number 8. Now, question number 9. The following table show the total power shortage in India from 1991 to 1997. Show the data in the form of a graph. Plot shortage percentage for the year on the y-axis, on the year on the x-axis. So we make a graph this is your x axis. On x axis we take years. This is your y axis. On y axis we take power shortage percentage. So power shortage percentage, and this is your year 1991 to 1997. So 1991 the power shortage is 7.8, almost 7.9, given in 7.9. Okay, 1992 the power shortage is 7.8, 7.8. 1993 power shortage is 8.3, so this is 8.3. 1994 power shortage is 7.4, this is 7.4. 1995 power shortage is 7.4. So you make the graph. From x-axis you will take year and y-axis you will take shortage, and make a graph, and use graph paper. You use graph paper. In graph paper, on x-axis you will mention year, and on y-axis you will mention per shortage of percentage. You will take 2, 4, 6, 8 and make a graph. Okay, now thank you so much. Have a nice day, and next class we will start a new chapter.